today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans taking on Jalen Hurts and the Cleveland Browns.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And his pass incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development, but he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Sony Michel, his first carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about...
And it's a Titans touchdown. Michael Pittman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns drive about to get started. They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles. 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things could be bumpy for you.
They go play action with Hurts. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Hurts. Rolling to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Hurts fumbles it. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Harris. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. They'll check this one down to Michel. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now it's Lockett. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. On 1st down, Hurts. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 2nd down and 7. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Steps away to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They hand this off to Harris.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's Joseph Charlton now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time for Cleveland. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Tannehill's throw complete here to Waller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw, Tannehill. Incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Third and 2, Tannehill. He'll get this one to Pittman. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that can be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now, instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage him.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute. But first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Joe Burrow leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. The Colts seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. Jonathan Taylor with a touchdown run. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just one touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough.
And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. On is the punter, Charlton, now as he's able to get this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Rolling to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Tannehill. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Returnable for Lockett. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Browns. Deebo Samuel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 30 on 2nd down, Tannehill. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. To Michel on the dump-off. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2nd and 11 now. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
But sometimes, Brent, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. We'll get this underneath to Michel. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw here into the hands of Harry. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down, it's Harris. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Tannehill pushes him over. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On second down now, it's Harris, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Throwing Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Well, there's Lockett pulling in a tough grab. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On second down, McCaffrey. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come back.
Come and get me.